we are going to do a little bit more on problem solving with elapsed time. I think it's good for us to practice this because it is a little tricky, and you guys are rocking it. If you're using the number line or if you're using the clock, that's fine. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Hannah wants to meet her friends downtown. Before leaving home, she does chores for 60 minutes and eats lunch for 20. Then the walk downtown takes her 15. Hannah starts her chores at 11:45. At what time does she meet her friends? So the first thing we need to do is, what's it asking us to find? Yep, at what time is she meeting her friends? Then we need to go in and circle the important information, right? She does chores for 60, she eats lunch for 20, and her walk takes 15. She starts at 11:15 a.m. So we know what time she starts, so we're going to be counting forward on our number line. Or sorry, 11:45. So the first thing you're going to do is put your 11:45. And then we're going to make our first jump of how long? 60. And 60 is 1 hour. So 11:45 plus 1 hour makes 12:45, right? Now, I'm going to X that off because I used it. Our next one is 20 minutes. What is 12:45 plus 20 minutes? It is 12:65, right? But we know when we have 60, this gets changed to the next hour. Now, are there 13 hours? No. So our next hour is going to be 1, and our leftover minutes is 05. So here we got to 1:05, right? We use that one. Our last one is 15, so we do a 15-minute jump. So 1:05 plus 15, 5 plus 5 is 1:20. So we know she met her friends at 1:20. We started at a.m., but we went past noon, so it's p.m. Hopefully that's just the trickiest one we have. Let's see what else we got. Number 2. Katie practiced the flute for 45 minutes. Then she ate a snack for 15 minutes. Next, she watched television for 30 minutes until 6 p.m. At what time did Katie start practicing the flute? So, what's it asking us to find? At what time did she start? So if we're doing a number line this time, we have the end time, which is 6 p.m. And now we need to add in or count backwards 30 minutes for TV, 15 minutes for snack, and 45 minutes for practicing the flute. So our first jump is 6 p.m. minus 30 minutes. So what's the hour before 6? 5, right? So 6 p.m. minus 30 minutes. I'm going to borrow one. And this becomes a 60. I know, so confusing, right? 60 minus 30. Not 50, 30. It's 5:30. Okay, that was our first jump. Our next jump is 15 minutes. What's 5:30 minus 15 minutes? 0 minus 5. It's 5:15. All right, our next one is 45 minutes. So we're going to take the time we just had, which was 5:15. And this time we're taking away 45 minutes. I want 7 minus 4. Why did I turn that into a 7 and not an 11? Because there's 60 minutes in an hour. And I know that's confusing. And if this doesn't work for you, don't do it. Use a clock instead. Okay. So we got 7 minus 4 is 30. So our time is 4:30. She started at 4:30. Is it AM or PM? PM. Okay, so let me show you how to do this one with a clock. You have to draw your own clock. Okay, draw on my clock. And so we got 12, 6, 3, 9. You have a clock tool you can use. All right, and so our starting time was 6 p.m. So that means our hour hand is at the 6 and our minute hand is at the 12. I'm going to change color to help me out. So we're going to go backwards. We're going to do the same thing, except we're going backwards on the clock this time. So the first one we're going to do is go backwards 30 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if we move that all the way back, our hour hand is now here and our minute hand is now here. So our new time is between the 5 and the 6. So it's 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Now that we've done that, I'm changing the color again. We need to go back 15 minutes. 5, 10, 15. So our hour hand is still here, but now our minute hand is over here. The hour hand is still past the 5. We haven't gone all the way back yet, but our minute hand's at 5, 10, 15. Okay, one more color. All right, so that's our new hours. We have to go back 45 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Now we know when we're down here, it's 30. Okay, and our hour hand is now over here because it moved between the 5 and the 4. So our hour hand, if it's between the 5 and the 4, is at 4. So the 4:30 p.m. If you have a clock at home, this might be easier. If you have a digital clock tool, this might be easier. Okay, you do what works for you. All right, let's look at number 3, and then you're not going to do number 4. Nick gets out of school at 2:25 p.m. He has a 15-minute ride on the bus. Next, he goes on a 30-minute bike ride. Then he spends 55 minutes doing homework. At what time does Nick finish his homework? So that's what it wants to know. What time does Nick finish his homework? And we know what time he starts his day. And then we have all of these other times. So he gets out of school at 2:25. Oh. And then we have to figure out if he spends 15 minutes on the bus, 30 minutes on a bike ride, and 55 minutes doing homework, what time does he finish? So our first one is 2:25 plus 15 minutes. Which is 2:40. Our next hump, we've already used our 15 minutes, so is 30 minutes. So 240 plus 30, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we don't have 70 minutes on a clock, so we know it's 10 minutes past an hour. So we're going to change this to a 10. And then we're adding the hour to the 2. So it's 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is 3:10. Okay, and we used that one, so I'm going to X it out. The next one is a 55 minutes. That's a lot of minutes to add in, isn't it? Okay. So we're starting at 3:10 and we're adding 55 minutes. So we end up with 365. Is 365 a real time? No, when we have a 60 here, we know there's another hour. So it's 4:05. So he finishes his homework at 4:05 p.m. or a.m.? p.m. All right, guys, we're going to do this same problem, but with my fake clock again. All right, so our time to start is 2:25. My hour hand's on the 2. 5, 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, that's my starting time. And I'm going to jump forward, not backward this time. 15 minutes. 5, 10, 15. So our new minute hand is here and our hour hand is still over there. So our new time is 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. The next one we need to do is we need to go forward 30 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oops, I almost went too far. Then I erase the whole thing. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So my new minute hand is facing here, but my hour hand is now here. So our hour hand is at the 3, and our minute hand is at the 10. All right, we got one more jump we got to do. We have to go forward 55 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So our hour hand's going to go here, but we went past the 12, so we know, sorry, the minute hand goes there. We went past the 12, so we know that our hour hand moved again. Now our hour hand is at the 4, and our minute hand is at the 1, which is really 5. So it's 4:05 p.m. Okay, let's clear all the drawings and let's look at what you got over here. So over here, this is your quiz. You're going to do these. They're the same as what we usually do. And then underneath here, we have review. We got fraction review, multiplication review. You have subtraction review. And you have division review. Oh, I love this page. You guys are going to do a wonderful job on it. You guys have a good rest.